morning.
How are you?
Fine, how are you?
Good. Good morning.
The amount of things that I have actually done, living in an inclusive society, it actually boosted my confidence to a whole nother level. Even being disabled, like if I'm just given the opportunity, there's a lot more I can do. And by the grace of God, actually, I've done that. My full name is Tanveer Mansoor Syed. I was born and raised in the United Arab Emirates. Currently, I'm pursuing a Master's of Education program here at the George Washington University in secondary education biology. The George Washington University actually does support me in terms of providing me with a lot of material in alternative format that I need, to a point where I can actually read chapters of these textbooks which are required for class, so that I can go in as prepared as other people who have actually read the books. So I can just pretty much close my eyes and just listen to this.
MS. Hecht had not had to deal with this issue before today. Beside them were Owen Ringer, a known troublemaker, and Paul Rodriguez.
Let me take you through a day of my life living as a student with disability, and how systems put in place by the ADA help people like me overcome these obstacles as a result of my disability. See this small machine right here, this is actually quite a lifesaver for me, really, because had it not been for things like this, every time I cross even a small road, I'd actually have to say my prayers that I don't get run over, because that time I'm just relying mostly on intuition. Even certain features such as it constantly beeping, it lets the person with visual impairment know where the designated crossing area is. Wait. It's telling me to wait now, so I'll do what it says. Wait. Little bumpy things you actually find a lot of times at the edge of the road. If someone with certain other disabilities actually require this to actually let them know when a pavement ends and where it is safe for them to actually cross the road using a wheelchair. In a lot of elevator systems, they have tactile features as well as braille features. This actually caters to a lot of levels of visually impaired people. And also the audio cues that we hear from the elevators actually help a lot.
First floor.
When I have to exit a building, I have two choices. I can either use the stairways, or sometimes when it's a new building, I'm still getting myself familiarized. I always have the option of a friendly ramp, which actually avoids the health and safety hazards to disabled people by stairs. As an international student, I've always heard that America is the land of opportunity. So this system actually provides people with disabilities that opportunity and equal treatment as people without disabilities. And it's a further reflection that people with disabilities are actually protected and are actually cared for. They're actually valued as citizens. The ADA should be congratulated and applauded for that.